Hello, Jerry. It was alright, it just ended up being horrible weather at one point. It was like, yeah, but it didn't last that long though at least, but yeah. I ended up having to cut the live earlier because it was just, my battery died, so yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to shut this down. So I just, yeah, oh well. It is what it is. But, um, but yeah, it was alright, but it was just, yeah, you were saying about like the Olio app, and you was getting sick from something that you had on, but it was not actually from the app itself. But hello, Carl Trevor, it's good to see you again. Yeah, happy New Year to you. Make sure you like the live, everybody. That would be really appreciated. That it was a slice of pizza that someone gave you. It's like, well, you gotta be careful about getting food from strangers that's like that. Kind of these things happen, especially when streaming drains battery fast. Yeah, I know it does, doesn't it? So he was going on about getting a camera or something, like. But yeah, thank you for the like, whoever that is. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Yeah, it was veggie pizza, and I didn't want to come across rude. Yeah, but maybe it's just something that it's not being rude just to say sorry. I just don't really want to. I don't know where it's been and all this kind of stuff. It's just it did look really nice, to be honest with you. Oh, really? I suppose it's hard to turn stuff like that down, but yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? There's risks to these things. I mean, there's risks to everything in life, I suppose. Hello, Solitude. Good evening. Make sure you subscribe if you're here. Happy New Year. Hello, Riley Slays. Happy New Year to you. Like the live, people. I'm a fan. Okay, hello, Abby. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Happy New Year to you. I was on a walk earlier, quite a long walk really, but it was ended up raining at one point. It was kind of cold and not the best. Happy New Year to you, Riley. Yeah, it was my own fault, to be honest. I won't do it again. Yeah. So you're not going to use the app again then, or are you just going to like be more careful next time, or what's your plans going forward? Also, when you planning to do the busking again? Because I know you said you got like over £100 one day. Obviously, that's not average, but you said on average you was getting about 50 quid on some occasions. Just be more careful. That's it. It's just a life lesson for you, isn't it? Hello, Jenny Thong 09. What's that? What do you do on what the fuck? You two, Jamie, just saying hello and had to get away from the drama for a bit. What's going on? What you mean? What, you're not staying in? I thought you said you were coming to my live tonight. I thought you was gonna hang out with us or something. Hello, DM Music. Good. Happy New Year. I will be back on Monday. Back out Monday. That would be good then. Hello, Reluctant Gamer. Good to see you again. Happy New Year to you. I like the live, everybody. What, 15 people here and one like? Can we get those likes up? Hello, Timmy. Good to see you again. I'm in the UK, Riley. Are you still with your dad? All right. Okay. I thought you would have been. All right. So what you doing? You just like, oh, at the moment. So what you doing? Going to do? You coming back later or something? Or hello from Moldova. Welcome in. How are you doing? Aptem. So if I pronounce it wrong. Hello, Jake. Good to see you again. O'Reilly's Australian. Good day, mate. Yeah. Happy New Year. Yeah. Yeah. Which part of Australia are you from? Hello, Aussie and Scarlett. Good evening to you. Happy New Year to you all. Hope you've all had a blessed day. Again, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hello, Cecilia Lang. Good evening. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here then. Nice to meet you, Cecilia. Where are you from? We do a lot of health and fitness stuff on here. Sorting out stuff for my nanny. Get all her insurance and papers sorted for the lawyers. All right, well, that'll be good then. A lot of people thought you were Australian, didn't they? Yeah, I don't know why that is, but I don't think I sound Australian. I only sound Australian when I do an Australian accent. And some people even say I'm not the best at that. But yeah, I don't know. I do quite a few accents and stuff, but yeah. Some of them I'm better at than others, but that's just like with anybody really. Like we all have our strengths and weaknesses, I suppose. Solitude says, "What's your favorite movie?" I don't know really. I'm not really a movie buff, but it's hard to really say. Okay, England, yeah, England, the UK, yeah. So where are you at, Cecilia? Yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hello to us gamers. Yeah, happy New Year to you. Good to see you again. How have you been? You all right? I went live earlier, but there weren't a right lot of people here. It was just kind of a bit slow, but you know, just what it is. Just gotta deal with it sometimes. Sometimes it isn't always gonna go your way. You just gotta. I'm not too bad, thank you, Cecilia. Are you sick, us gamers? Oh no, that's not good. What you mean? Like you like some bug or something, or? Yeah, a lot of people have been a bit sick at the moment. It's that time of year, isn't it? Have you ever been to Japan? I haven't, no. I would like to maybe go one day, but I don't know about like the Tokyo and all that because it's a bit too much like city kind of. It's like the really dense city. It's like I think it's probably the biggest city in the world, isn't it? Tokyo, just absolutely like manic. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really appeal to me that, but maybe like go out into like I'd like to go to Mount Fuji. I think that would be good. I think Mount Fuji would be a good trip. I'd like to see like the like traditional like you know how they have these like traditional houses and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool to go and see like the Oriental kind of homes that the if you know what I mean like the yeah. I do find Japan like the culture quite fascinating. Like they're quite kind of eccentric, aren't they? As I remember, there was this game show called Takeshi's Castle, and it was quite an eccentric game show, and they just tend to be like that with just like the way that they are. Like even their music, a lot of it's quite kind of different, shall we say? You know, there was this band called Maximum the Hormone, and they're quite different to say the least. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well tonight. Share this out if you can. That was a good show growing up. Oh yeah, well it was actually an '80s show, but they did the repeats. Hello, Pete. Good to see you again. How have you been today? So yeah, so what's going on, Abby? Are you like going off here in a minute then, or are you going to be back later then? What's happening? Because I don't know how long I'm going to be staying on. Probably till about 9 o'clock at the latest, probably. Because I'm going to probably have another bit of something to eat. I might do a bit of a workout, and then yeah, I'll probably have some food after that. Make sure I'm like sleep workout. There's something about supposedly it's better to feed after a workout than before it or something. I don't know how true all this is, but I'd rather probably feed after a workout. Really, it's probably going to be better. So I need to try and make sure that I do that more. All right, take care, Cecilia. Have a good one, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Can I ask you do thing with enough training you could take on Mount Everest, and what would you be at? But for the challenge of the opportunity, what you're saying, don't quite understand what you're saying about. I don't know. About climbing Mount Everest or something. I don't know. I'm not really interested in doing that. Yeah, I just find that would be very dangerous to be doing things like that. But I would like to climb smaller mountains and stuff. I'd like to go do. I've already done Snowdon, so I think I'd do Ben Nevis. I'd like to do, like I said, maybe I'll do Mount Fuji. I don't know. I wouldn't want to go one of these crazy ones like Mount Everest. It just gets to the point of it being very kind of dangerous. Hello, Mr. J. Lavery. Happy New Year to you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I'll be around for 20 minutes and I'll try and be back later. Okay. Yeah. You got to do what you got to do, I suppose. But yeah, so it's just so it's just at least I'm getting some like people to come in here and wish me Happy New Year, because some people don't even have that. There's some people that are very lonely, but I don't think it necessarily has to be that way. There is always people out there there is always good people out there. There's always somebody that cares, even if at times it feels like there isn't. You just have to kind of try to find it. There's always someone. You just gotta keep the faith that there's good people in the world, even if 99% of people suck. That means that there's still like 1% of people that are good. It's like this kind of glass half empty way of looking at things is the problem. I'm the only one to help my dad with this because he's struggling. And Happy New Year. Yeah. Happy New Year to you. Hello, Finley. Welcome in here. How have you been? Good to see you. Yeah, hope everyone's well. Hello, Tom. Good to see you again. Done for 3 weeks. What was that? Sorry, done the 3 peaks. Oh yeah, you mean the 3 peaks of Yorkshire or the 3 peaks of England? I mean of the UK. What do you mean the UK 3 peaks? Lots are lonely at this time of year. I know there is. It's a time when everyone should be trying to come together, and because it can feel quite kind of like bleak at this time of year, can't it? The weather's miserable. We should all be trying to come together and try to cheer each other up, because it's like it's bad enough to be living in a country where the weather's miserable half the year, but then you've got people who are just like miserable, and there's this kind of contagious miserableness, and this is why a lot of people just want to leave, because it's like, and there's this whole kind of like there's this whole thing of tall poppy syndrome, some people call it, of like people trying to kind of cut down the tall poppy because it's getting bigger than the rest, and it's and they feel like insecure because like the tall poppy's doing better than them, kind of thing. It's like, yeah. So that's the kind of issue that we have in this country, especially in the West, especially. It's just like, it's just that no one wants to see anyone do better than they are. Even family members, in a lot of cases, they might start to turn on you if you become better. Oh, thank you, Finley. So yeah, you just have to be like, yeah, just look out for this, because even, like I said, even family members might, they might show their true colors of not actually being, like supportive, and even turning on you when you needed them the most. And it just goes to show you can't really rely on anybody. This is something that I've come to realize now, and this is something I'm going to do going forward, is to not be relying on other people. Because it's like, it's up to me to create my own destiny. I don't need anybody else's support, because as soon as you get to that mindset, then it wasn't too bad, thank you, Abby. It was just, it rained at one point, but for like a few minutes, and it was kind of annoying, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. It was quite wet though, but yeah. I've done Ben Nevis, Scafell, Pike, and Snowdon. Oh yeah, I've done Snowdon, but I haven't done the other 2. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna probably do a workout or something, and yeah, I already did some bits earlier, but yeah, I could do a bit of abs or something, and some crunches. Yeah. Yeah, so let's do that then. All right. All right, here we go. But yeah, just gotta not like rely on other people. I mean, yeah, we do rely on people for certain things, but I mean, as in when you become reliant on people for like to get to where you want to be in life, like, yeah, oftentimes you're just gonna be let down. subscribe if you're new here, people. Like the live as well if you can. Raised over 5k for Cancer Research UK. Oh, really? Well, that was good. Yeah. The thing is, do you really think that cancer research is really going to be like that helpful, though? Let's be real. It's like, I don't know. I don't really trust a lot of these big charities. Most of the money doesn't end up actually going to the cause, and the question is like whether Big Pharma might try to lobby to get kind of basically certain, if for example someone had a certain cancer treatment, that it could end up getting kind of they could basically bribe them to not pursue it, kind of thing. But I mean, that's great that you managed to do that. But yeah, it's just I can't help but be cynical about some of these big charities that are, yeah, oftentimes they're most of the money is just going to the CEOs and the upper managements and stuff, and yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? But I don't know. It'd be great to actually, for it to go to somewhere where you can actually see where your money's going to. So I think like local charities can be good for that, where you can see what the money's actually contributing towards. That's actually going to an actual worthwhile cause. And this weekend, after getting my hair at Brighton, I'm going to do a big workout on Sunday morning. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Yeah. Anyway, let's just but yeah, the CEOs steal it all. Yeah, pretty much, like, because they legally only have to, like, give a small percentage to charitable causes. So yeah, I don't know, like, you have to look into like how much they're actually taking, but yeah, CEOs and whatever kind of high positions in these companies, because there's kind of a business to them. It's a glorified business, essentially. It's just it's just so that they can look good, so that then they get more support, basically. Because when you advertise yourself as being a charity, then people want to support you. But when you're a business, obviously no one gives a fuck. Anyway. Yeah, of course. I'm not saying that you're not doing it with good interest. It's just, yeah, don't want to take away from what you've done, but it's like a personal kind of thing that you've done, and it's great that you've achieved something like that. I think it can give people purpose to work towards things like that. But yeah, hi, man, welcome in. But you have to just be a little bit cynical at times and be like, okay, maybe this isn't actually as charitable as what we've been led to believe. But this is my kind of like conspiracy brain, you could say, that sometimes I can't help but, yeah, just think the worst sometimes. But obviously there is good people in these, like, charities that are trying to do their best. So I'm not trying to, try to minimize that. Of course, it's But yeah, but it is what it is. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good day today. As my grandpa had colon cancer and that thyroid cancer. Oh yeah, that's bad. That. They're not like very survivable, are they? I think it depends on what stage they catch it, but hopefully they'll be able to like screen cancers better, and especially things like pancreatic cancer, which has something like, I don't know, it's probably about a 98% chance of not recovering from it, which is yeah, tragic. There's a lot of people that get it like die way before their time. A lot of people in like their 50s and even younger who are dying from a lot of these cancers. It's good to like raise awareness of that, and yeah, but yeah, it's just yeah, just do something to kind of try and yeah, sort of take some positive from it. I guess that something bad happens to you, then kind of like in response to that, you can do something positive. I'm not too bad, thank you, Mark. Happy New Year to you. So yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of leg raises. So yeah, I'll put the phone back down and we'll do that. I did some star jumps earlier. All right. So yeah. What's your plans for this year then, Mark? But let's talk a bit about New Year's resolutions, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll restart the live, because it's kind of dead in here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start up a new one. Yeah. It was going all right at the beginning, but it just kind of fizzled out. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec, guys.